Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Stephen Smith. I'm a co-chair of West Virginia Can't Wait. We are a statewide organization that fights for a people's government in West Virginia. We want a government where the people who work the hardest and sacrifice the most are also the people who write the laws and make the biggest decisions. We think the people who are closest to the problems are the ones that should be trusted to solve them. It's in that spirit that we've started this Hometown Hero program. We wanted to go out and look throughout West Virginia and find the people who are doing the work that government has failed to do. This is a long tradition in West Virginia of picking up the government's pieces and cleaning up their messes. Most recently, in 2014, a preventable chemical spill poisoned the water of hundreds of thousands of West Virginians. And while politicians debated and dithered, Hometown Heroes rallied with water and groceries and supplies. In 2016, a flood left 4,000 West Virginians without a home. And there were two responses. The local response, community organizations and churches and neighbors built more homes faster than the high-priced, fancy conference federal response. And right now we're in the midst of a pandemic, not one but three epidemics simultaneously. An HIV outbreak, a COVID-19 epidemic, and an overdose epidemic. And what we see in each of those cases is that the people who have the least are doing the most. This is what happens when our government doesn't belong to us, and it doesn't have to be this way. The purpose of this Hometown Hero program is to shed some light on the people who are doing the real work day to day, the people who are not waiting, the people like Maury who don't judge, who will feed you before they feed themselves, the people who keep us alive, and most important, the people who stand up for what's right, even at a personal cost. This winter, we're recognizing 40 West Virginia Hometown Heroes. We're offering them a $2,000 award, no strings attached, to keep doing what they're doing. I want to be really clear about this. This is not enough. It shouldn't be 2,000, it should be 20,000 or 200,000. It shouldn't be one day a year, it should be 365. But until we get the government we deserve, we feel like we have a duty to support those who are doing the work anyway. In addition to those funds, we're offering community organizing training, media support, and a community of other hometown heroes across the state to lean on. People are calling you in all hours of the day asking for help. We want there to be someone else for you to call. I think the last thing I want to mention is that none of this happens as one person. There's not a single one of our hometown heroes who is by themselves. It's the opposite of who they are. So we just want to recognize everyone who's here today and everyone who's fighting for a West Virginia where the land belongs to the people, not giant out-of-state corporations. So can we give everyone who's here a round of applause and appreciation? The last thing I'm going to do is embarrass Maury a little bit. I want to read from the nomination and brag a little bit. There were 117 nominees for this award, and I looked it up this morning. None received more nominations than this gentleman right here. So I'm drawing from a couple of those nominations. Here goes. Maury Johnson has made it his life's work to speak up and stand up for what he believes in. Our right to live and breathe clean air, drink pure water, and grow food untouched by poison. He has led the way in our county, working hard every day at what has now become his more than full-time unpaid job. Here's another. Maury is a fifth-generation West Virginian, raised on his family farm where he currently lives. He has been a lifelong farmer who believes it's his job to be a steward of the land and to pass it down to next generations in as good or better condition than it was when he received it. He is a devoted father of 2 adult children. And finally, Maury Johnson is a perfect example of someone who is not afraid to rock the boat. He actively and gently seeks what is not right, and when he spots it, it comes naturally to him to stand up and speak out. Congratulations, Maury Johnson. I hope we've embarrassed you thoroughly. We're so glad. I'm grateful to live in a state where you are, and in this moment of despair and hopelessness across our state and country and world, it brings me real joy to be in your presence. So congratulations. I want to open the floor. Yes, let's give a round of applause. I want to give you a chance if you want to say anything, and then I want to open the floor if anyone else wants to toast our honoree. Would you like to say anything?
I don't have anything to say. No, that's not true. That's not true.
No one believed that.
That's the first time.
Yeah. There was no chance.
There's a lot of hometown heroes right here too. People like Ashby and Aretta have saved a lot of historical cultural things. Ziegler's who have helped keep this place alive here, this good sport place. I just look out here and see so many faces, and they're all over the state. And I'm proud to be in your company. Thank you for everything that you all done to help me, and I'll try not to shut up anymore.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And it's a slightly different aspect of Maury. He is a connector from one thing to another, and it could be species, it could be humans, it could be people. It's unbelievable. I once left my coat. We went to some kind of meeting. I left my coat somewhere in a restaurant.
Virginia.
Yeah, far, far away. I figured, okay, that's the end of that coat. And it was my warm coat. And guess what? He knew somebody that was going there in a week, and we called up the place, and that person brought my coat back to me. Miles away, 5 hours away. I don't know how many. And this is it. He can connect anything. If you have a button on a coat that falls off, and you want to find the exact button, give the button to Maury, and he'll find it. It might be in Yugoslavia, but seriously, it's remarkable.
Any other words of encouragement or appreciation before we wrap?
Yeah, I'll say something really quick. Maury is, he's a Swede, let's just face facts, but he is irreplaceable as far as Sweet Springs is concerned. He comes out and does all of our live feeds when we have functions. He advertises functions. Ashby said he wanted some trees and things, some sycamores and stuff to plant on the property. Next thing we know, here comes Maury with about 40 people and 100 trees. I mean, you know, he is...
100 trees. We planted, not 100, we planted 21 trees in one day, and he brought all the people to plant them.
Yes.
And it's unbelievable. And now we have Sycamore Lane. That's in Sweet Spring.
Still planting some of the flowers.
And we're still planting some of those damn flowers.
You know, I still hold claim on him anytime we have a fundraiser. He's got to be at Sweet Springs.
One of my favorite stories is when you, as part of a larger group, got together and noticing that the DEP was not doing their job, not even because some of the workers there wanted to, but they were just criminally understaffed. So y'all organized a couple of days where citizens went out and documented the violations of local companies and just literally did the work that the government was failing to do. I was just like, that's exactly what
we're still doing it. I was out last week in Lewis County, so my 236 complaints to DEP about Southern Erosion Control issues.
He's our MVP think tank.
I wanted to show something. So, see the shirt here?
Yes.
This is the people that I represent. This is some of the volunteers back here with volunteers. So it's West Virginia Rivers, it's Union Creek Water Association, Greenbrier River, Straps, Urban Road, Saban Road, Water Conservancy, and on and on. So this is a special shirt that I had made, and I wanted to wear it today because it does represent a lot of the people that are true hometown heroes.
Stand still.
Okay, don't want to get you to. Get those broad shoulders in there too. Can I ask everyone who's here? I'd love to get a picture of everyone together just to kind of remember the day. Y'all mind coming over and just sort of scooting together?
Get here too, Paula.
Please, if you don't mind. And if you want, I'll take a picture. Or I can send you this.